comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
At the 35, he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Leaves it with the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Miles. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the big fella. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this off.
He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's great. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work. Fires into traffic, intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Offense set on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. From the gun, the ground game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Miles. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Miles. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A first down run in the red zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Greenway! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 23 over Toledo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
Let's go.
On second down, he'll fire. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback will audible. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Coffee. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gray. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Showing off the arm. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Southern Mississippi, 14.
Okay.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down.
3:25. Black 24. Black 24.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a reason 3rd down was called the money. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He makes the connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. The AT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw, it's Miles. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Southern Miss! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They're going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Working the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's right on target. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll put the tight end in motion. It's complete to the right. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good, and the gamble gives them the lead by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gray. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Rushing to the line, trying to get in a little better position for their kicker. Hard running there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Connection to the right. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tulane.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish the interception as the clock reaches 0. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.